Imagine stepping outside after witnessing something incredible in the sky. Lights dance and shimmer, defying the laws of physics. An object not of this world hovers above, leaving you breathless and bewildered. But the strangeness of the night is far from over. Two men, dressed in black suits, emerge from a sleek black car. Their faces are pale and expressionless. They approach you, their presence radiating an unsettling aura. They speak, their voices flat and devoid of emotion, warning you to forget what you've seen. This is not a scene from a science fiction movie. The Men in Black, or MIB as they are commonly known, have haunted the fringes of ufology for decades. Their presence is often associated with UFO sightings, leaving behind a trail of fear and unanswered questions. Join us as we journey into the heart of this enduring mystery and attempt to answer the question, who are the Men in Black? The origins of the Men in Black trace back to the 1950s, the dawn of the modern UFO era. This period saw a surge in UFO sightings and the mysterious Men in Black. Albert K. Bender's 1953 encounter was one of the earliest documented cases. After their visit, he shut down his UFO research organization. Bender's story sent shockwaves through the UFO community. It established a pattern of intimidation that would repeat in the years to come. While the appearance of the Men in Black was unsettling enough, it was their behavior and the circumstances surrounding their visits that truly cemented their place in UFO lore. Witnesses often described feeling a sense of dread and unease in their presence, as if an unnatural force surrounded them. Take the case of Herbert Hopkins, a respected psychiatrist who, in 1976, was investigating a UFO sighting in Maine. Hopkins received a late-night phone call from a man claiming to be from a UFO organization. The man agreed to meet with Hopkins to discuss the case but warned him not to record the conversation. Intrigued, Hopkins agreed, but against the man's instructions, he secretly taped their meeting. The man arrived at Hopkins's door dressed in a black suit, but his appearance was far from ordinary. He had an unusually large head, pale skin, and an unnaturally wide, thin mouth. As they spoke, the man's voice was high-pitched and monotone, almost mechanical. He seemed to possess an uncanny knowledge of Hopkins's life and work, even revealing details about the case that Hopkins had not shared with anyone. The encounter left Hopkins shaken and disturbed. These occurrences only served to intensify the mystery surrounding the Men in Black and raise further questions about their true nature and purpose. The most prevalent theory surrounding the Men in Black identifies them as government agents tasked with silencing witnesses to UFO activity. This theory posits that the government, for reasons of national security or to prevent widespread panic, has a vested interest in keeping the existence of UFOs a secret. The Men in Black, according to this view, are the enforcement arm of this cover-up operation. Proponents of this theory point to the often intimidating tactics employed by the Men in Black. Their threats, coupled with their apparent ability to access confidential information and manipulate technology, suggest a level of power and sophistication beyond that of ordinary citizens. Fueling this theory further are documented cases of government agencies engaging in disinformation campaigns and actively suppressing evidence related to UFOs. While the government agent theory offers a seemingly plausible explanation for the Men in Black, it is not without its flaws. While the government agent theory holds sway among some, others propose a far more extraordinary explanation for the Men in Black. They are extraterrestrial beings themselves. This theory, though seemingly far-fetched, finds support in the often bizarre and otherworldly details reported in many MIB encounters. Witnesses consistently describe the Men in Black as possessing unusual physical characteristics, such as abnormally pale skin, an absence of body hair, and large, penetrating eyes. Their movements are often described as stiff and unnatural, lacking the fluidity of human motion. These descriptions, coupled with reports of strange voices, an aversion to human food and customs, and an uncanny knowledge of advanced technology, have led some to believe that the men in black might not be human at all. Proponents of this theory suggest that the men in black could be extraterrestrial researchers disguised as humans, sent to monitor human activity and prevent us from discovering their presence. Their interest in UFO witnesses, particularly those who claim to have had close encounters, could be part of a larger effort to gauge our level of awareness and understanding of their technology. While the extraterrestrial theory offers an intriguing and certainly more sensational explanation for the men in black, it relies heavily on speculation and the interpretation of often subjective eyewitness accounts. While the theories of government agents and extraterrestrial visitors dominate the discourse surrounding the men in black, a more grounded explanation should also be considered psychological phenomena. This perspective suggests that the men in black are not literal entities but rather projections of our collective anxieties surrounding the unknown, fueled by societal fears and a desire to find meaning in seemingly inexplicable events. The human mind is wired to seek patterns and explanations even in the face of ambiguity. When confronted with something as extraordinary and potentially unsettling as a UFO sighting, it is natural for our minds to try and rationalize the experience and fit it within our existing framework of understanding. The men in black, with their stereotypical man in black attire, often associated with authority figures and secret organizations, could be seen as symbolic representations of our fear of the unknown and our distrust of those in power. Their threatening demeanor, vague warnings, and ability to seemingly manipulate technology tap into our anxieties about government surveillance, hidden agendas, and the potential for technology to be used against us. While the psychological phenomena theory lacks the sensationalism of the other theories, it offers a pragmatic and perhaps more realistic explanation for the enduring mystery of the men in black. Despite their origins in the 1950s, sightings of the men in black have persisted into the 21st century, albeit with some modern twists. While the classic image of men in black suits remains, witnesses now also report encounters with individuals dressed in more contemporary attire, blending seamlessly into crowds and making them even more difficult to identify. The methods employed by the men in black also appear to have evolved. While intimidation tactics are still reported, witnesses now also describe more subtle forms of persuasion, such as attempts to discredit their experiences, provide rational explanations for what they saw, or even offer financial incentives in exchange for their silence. Modern-day sightings of the men in black are often shared and discussed on social media platforms. However, this increased accessibility has also led to a proliferation of misinformation and hoaxes, making it even more challenging to separate genuine accounts from fabricated stories. The line between fact and fiction has become increasingly blurred, further adding to the mystique and intrigue surrounding the men in black. The men in black, despite their elusive nature, have left an indelible mark on popular culture. Their image, synonymous with secrecy and government cover-ups, has been embraced by filmmakers, writers, and artists, inspiring countless books, movies, and television shows. From the comedic portrayal in the Men in Black film franchise to the more sinister depictions in science fiction literature, the Men in Black have become a cultural shorthand for the unknown and the unsettling. Their presence in popular culture serves as a constant reminder of our fascination with conspiracies, the allure of the unexplained, and the enduring question of whether we are truly alone in the universe. The Men in Black, regardless of their true nature, continue to captivate our imaginations and fuel our desire to unravel the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding. They serve as a reminder that there are still frontiers of knowledge yet to be explored, and that some secrets, no matter how diligently we seek answers, may forever remain hidden. The mystery of the Men in Black is a testament to the enduring power of the unknown. Are they government agents, extraterrestrial visitors, figments of our imaginations, or something else entirely? The answer, like the men themselves, remains elusive, shrouded in secrecy and speculation. What is undeniable is the profound impact the Men in Black have had on our collective psyche. They have infiltrated our folklore, our entertainment, and our deepest fears, forcing us to confront the possibility that there are forces at work in our world that we may never fully comprehend. What do you believe? Subscribe and turn on notifications for more unsolved mysteries.